Welcome to another episode of Adult Sex Education. I'm Dr. Stephen Davidson, the Sexual Integrity Coach located in Wilton Manors, Florida. A subscriber recently messaged me asking for advice about dating. He said he wants to be in a stable relationship but finds it challenging to meet potential partners who want the same thing. Thank you for the request. Today I'm going to offer 10 dating tips for men who are interested in pursuing a long-term, stable relationship. I've been a sex and relationship coach and therapist for over 35 years. I've coached a lot of couples, gay and straight, on ways to improve communication, resolve conflict, increase intimacy, and have more sexually fulfilling relationships. I've also coached a lot of singles, more men than women, both gay and straight, on how to navigate the dating process and increase your chances at a successful long-term relationship, since a successful long-term relationship is generally the desired outcome of dating. So just to be clear, this is a video about dating and not a video about hooking up. Something that gay men and straight men have in common is that as men, we are generally less skilled than women at creating and keeping relationships, even friendships. Neurologically, female brains are better designed for this. Women are naturally better at communication than men. Women are more intuitive than men. Women are better at processing both thoughts and emotions, which helps them better navigate social interactions. Men generally have more difficulty than women recognizing, identifying, and responding to emotion. Since women are more emotionally sensitive, they pick up on subtle nuances that many men miss. Women are better nurturers than men. The helping professions are female-dominated because women are innately better caregivers than men. In sexual relationships, women are often the safety officers. They're more sexually discriminating, taking fewer sexually risks, and they wait longer than men before having sex with a new partner. I will remind you that I am speaking in general terms here. So some of you fellows are outliers, so give yourself credit where it's due. Since straight men are seeking relationships with women, they have some hoops to jump that gay men don't. Gay men generally have easier access to sex than straight men. Straight men have to work harder to get it, and when they do get it, they'll have to work harder to keep it. Gay men often take the easy access to sex with other men for granted, so they don't work as hard as straight men to maintain the connection long term. In straight relationships, women drive the connection. They facilitate the romance. They build the nest. They often drive the social interaction with other family and friends. They take the lead in bonding rituals like weddings and holiday celebrations. To be fair, straight couples have also had centuries of history and tradition, with both political and religious institutions supporting their unions and providing them with role models, both good and bad. So, with all of that said, let's examine some ways men can raise their chances of finding a long-term partner by improving their dating game. Number 1, raise the bar. Raise your standards. Dating is different from hooking up. The criteria for a date is more stringent, and it will take a little longer to identify someone that you want to know better. Hookups are faster, and while you might think that you are picky with those, a profile pic will tell you nothing about the other person's education background, financial responsibility, social skills, or how well they'll get along with your mother. Your chances at longevity increase when you date someone who is also your intellectual peer. The more you have in common, the greater chances you will enjoy each other long term. Number 2, keep it simple and brief. If this is your first time meeting the other person, then don't overplan it. Meet for coffee or lunch at a place that you already enjoy. Don't have sex with this person on the first date. Remember, this is about dating. It's not about hooking up. Number 3, find potential partners organically. Go out into the world and do the things that you already enjoy. Being single isn't a disability. So don't wait until you're in a relationship to take the cruise, go on the adventure, eat at the new restaurant, or do anything else that you tell yourself single people can't do. Navigating the world as a single man will build confidence and self-esteem, and that'll go a long way toward attracting a healthy partner. Happy single men are more desirable than unhappy single men. Attitude matters if you want to get a second date. Number 4, be yourself. Present yourself in a way that is an accurate reflection of who you are, what you're looking for, what you value. This includes being honest about what you want from a sexual relationship with a long-term partner. You're not going to talk about all of this on the first date, but you do need to talk about it within the first 3 months of your dating relationship, so you don't waste too much time and money with someone who will not be a good match long-term. Number 5, celebrate rejection. This is consistent with my recommendation that you be yourself. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I did an entire video on this tip alone. This is a hard one because when someone rejects us, we automatically assume it's because we're not good enough, that something about us is damaged in a way that renders us undesirable. Not everyone is going to like you. You are looking for the person who desires you as you are. When someone rejects you or dumps you, it means you don't have to waste any more time with the wrong person. It means you get to move on with your life. Number 6, there are no failed dates. Most first dates, whether you're gay or straight, never evolve into a long-term relationship. Every date is a practice opportunity for finding the right one. Leave the date reflecting on what you learned about yourself. How comfortable you felt in the other person's presence. How well did you do at being yourself? Were you guarded? Were you negatively triggered by anything they said or did? Number 7, consider the feedback. If you receive feedback from the other person about how you were perceived on the date, good or bad, then take it into consideration. We all have aspects of our personality, positive and negative, which we might deny or about which we're not consciously aware. Sometimes people come to wrong conclusions about us based on our behavior that they misperceived. Introverts are sometimes perceived as aloof or arrogant because they're not as socially engaged as the extrovert. Anxious people are sometimes perceived as controlling, when their real intention is to manage their environment in a way that helps them feel safe. While we don't have control over what others project onto us, if people are consistently misreading your intentions, then there may be some ways you can modify your words or actions so that others perceive you more accurately and give you another chance. Number 8, don't play games. While the whole experience of dating can seem like a game, be mindful of any tendency to be dishonest or not transparent with the other person about your true thoughts, feelings, or intentions. Games like playing hard to get, name-dropping, or inflating your net worth might get you a second date, but you're already building the relationship with this person from a place of deception, and that will hurt the relationship long-term. Number 9, be kind, be respectful, show up on time. The other person is likely nervous as well. They also fear being rejected or disliked. If they're not right for you as a partner, they may turn out to be a great friend. If it doesn't work out long-term, let them remember you as the classy guy who got away and not the worst date they ever had. Number 10, have fun. Don't take this too seriously. As I said earlier, being single isn't a disability. Your life does not depend on this. If you're not going to enjoy the experience, then don't do it. Dating should enhance your life. If it's too stressful or a burden, then spare yourself and the other person from the frustration of being somewhere you don't want to be with someone you have no interest in. I'm Dr. Stephen Davidson, your sexual integrity coach. I hope you will like this video and subscribe to this channel. Please check out my website at sexualintegritycoach.com. There you'll find links to services I provide, as well as links to both of my books. Sexual Integrity, Finding the Courage to Be Yourself, as well as Peaceful Mind, Peaceful Life, the guidebook to happiness.